the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that? It is Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie for your Monday podcast. Today we're talking about people who are notorious with not hanging up the phone at the end of a conversation. Just lazy.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome, Belinda Fitzgerald. My
Really?
wife.
Are you okay?
Yeah, well, you know what? She was there with the girls. They had a bit of a chuckle at my expense.
You look a bit beaten
I'd
up,
be
mate.
lying if I said it didn't hurt me, Kate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see
It's
that.
really
Feel that.
She's, thrust that knife
Oh.
really into the heart.
didn't know what you were
and
gonna say.
Now she's turning it. She's twisting it.
When
And I get quite emotional thinking about it.
when you heard the word size of your little finger, is that when you started
Why are we going
Well,
down that?
No,
The first thing I thought was, is that one word or is that 5 words?
I'm not
That was the
listening.
first thing I thought. When you heard the word size of a little finger,
Do you know what a word is and what a
I
sentence
thought I said
is?
it's more of a sentence.
Oh, sorry.
You'll hear the conversation that I had with my wife in the podcast.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I want to talk about vernacular. So it's the language or the dialect that you had in the area that you grew up in. And I'm from South Australia and I cop this all the time. Obviously, a lot of people think that we speak differently to all the other Australians.
You do.
Very different language.
Is there a vernacular in Campbelltown, Kate? Do you get told that there's a word that you say differently, or if you're from Campbelltown? Do you reckon there's a vernacular
No, I
there?
don't think so. I think we all speak very well in Campbelltown, or if you come from Campbelltown and venture
You do pick up. You can pick up on a couple of words.
Like what?
There was one last week.
Oh,
And it was
I do
just sort
sound
of,
very Australian, like broad, but I don't think I sound like that in my real life, do I?
It's you. I mean, what acting are you
No,
doing
you-
on the show between 6 and 9?
I'm laughing.
Right.
Kate, do you know what I do love about you? You have a perfect mix. You have a perfect mix of you. You
And
have
I can
great-
adapt.
No, your manners and your etiquette are above everybody else's, Kate. You are the way that you talk to people and you approach people is amazing. But there's also that Campbelltown girl that I love every now and then that comes out.
But yeah, it's in me.
It's in you, and
can't
you can
take
never
away.
get rid of that.
No, I
you
don't
can't
want to.
take. You can't. See, this is the thing with vernacular and your dialect from where you're from. When people question that, you get your back up and you get quite mad about it or angry if someone questions it. And we do it on the show all the time. There's a reporter over in Middlesbrough, over in the UK, and he's gone to the locals and he's tried to get them to pronounce words correctly.
Great.
So he's picked this guy. Have a listen to the dig that the reporters had at the end as well. But he's trying to get a local guy to pronounce words correctly. Have a listen to this.
Tomorrow. 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 It's tomorrow. No, it's tomorrow. Butter. 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 Listen. Butter. Butter. That's it. Say again. Butter. Very good. Thank you very much indeed. Standard English on the streets of Teesside. Together, we can do this. Damon Green, ITV News, in Middlesbrough.
Yeah, because it's right for them, though. Like, if that's where you're from, that's when it's right. My wife says because. And it's a Brisbane thing. Because.
Really?
Yeah, like, that's not how you say
weird.
it. It's because.
So you say a few funny things. You say, you're from Victoria, you say elf
Album.
for Alf. Like my
Yeah.
girlfriend who works on
Album.
Home and Away, she talks about elf. I'm like, who are you talking about? She goes, elf. I said, you mean Mr. Stewart?
Yeah.
I said, seriously, you run this show. Say Alf.
Alf.
Are
It's
you
like-
talking about Will Ferrell? Are you talking about the movie Elf?
Yeah,
Or
it's like balcony.
yeah, do you replace the A with the E? Because you do that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they do.
You know, we're just a bit odd. Everyone's a little bit different.
I love the reporter at the end, just the dig that he has at the end
I
of this
know.
report.
Standard English on the streets of Teesside. Together, we can do this.
Oh, standard English.
So above
If
everyone
only
else.
it was.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Becky Hill, topic, my heart goes. Fitzy Wippa, Kate Ritchie, guys, it's your Monday morning, tops of 24 today. Slight chance of a shower, but not too bad. Can we do a bit of a celeb spotto from over the weekend? because there's a few floating around. 13, 24, 10. Oh, that's interesting. I'd like to.
That's interesting.
Oh, that's right. I could retell my story where I was in Kmart and ran into Teresa Palmer.
You can hold tight on. Great story.
Longest story ever.
What
It's
aisle
on the-
was she in?
Oh, it was in the toy aisle. You can catch it on the podcast, I'm sure. Have a look.
Can't wait for that. Friday, I went to lunch to celebrate the 40th birthday of the great Thomas Brian Ivey.
Salivate or celebrate?
Salivate.
He did salivate at so many
The waitress.
dishes there.
How was it, Tommy?
It was wonderful, and to spend a few more hours with Wippa on a Friday, I felt very lucky.
Tom, I told you we should have had the schnitzel. The schnitzel was so good.
We did
Love
get the schnitzel. Yeah, we did get
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Mate,
No, I
it is
tried to get a schnitzel
sensational.
with you boys once, and unfortunately at Est they didn't have it.
As Fitzy looked through the menu and said they've either misspelled schnitzel or it's not on the menu.
And then
No, it's not, mate.
I went with the fancy food and woke up crook the next day.
Food poisoning.
The day of work.
Doesn't matter, we lost him. That was a bad one. But Tommy and I are sitting there, and I saw this guy walk past. And I was like, oh my God, that can't be. There's no way. Because I couldn't see any security. There was no security, was there, Tommy?
No, zero.
But in a group of about 4, and the girl, I sort of recognised the girl as well because she'd been tipped to be the new girlfriend of this said gent. And they sat down and his back was to me, but I leaned over to Tommy and I went, mate, I don't want to say too much, but I'm kind of an animal for pop culture. An absolute pop culture beast. And I went, that's Joe Jonas.
I'm a sucker for you.
Yeah, you are, mate. And so am I.
Show me. Is that the photo?
Is that all you got?
Who
Well,
took a
that's the-
sneaky pic? I hate people take. That is. Who took that photo?
Well, I took that.
the
but it
wait-
was-
the waitress.
Joe
Tom.
couldn't see us
Well,
because
if
he
he-
had his back turned, but we
There's
did-
anyone that can stalk anyone, it's Tom Ivey, I tell you.
And then-
He'll get a photo somehow.
Do you know what was awkward too?
You talking about him?
The girl that he's going out with, the rumoured to be going out with, who was sitting across, she was facing me, didn't take her eyes off me. And I was like, oh my God, you're dating Joe Jonas, who used to date Taylor Swift, and now you're having a crack at me over
because
the schnitzel.
she was worried that you were going to run over and steal her schnitzel.
That wasn't what it
He's-
was.
So see that guy? He looks like somebody who thieves food.
He somehow brought it back to himself.
It was extraordinary. So
She
Tommy-
didn't even notice you,
Oh
mate.
my God! Stop winking at me is what I thought to myself. I'm having a schnitzel.
Was it really
So
Joe Jonas?
Tommy, you know what Tommy did? He zoomed in. No, he Googled Joe Jonas tattoos.
Yeah.
And on the back of his arm, he's got a love heart and an arrow. And then went verified Joe Jonas.
So he's moved on pretty quick from the ex-wife, hasn't he?
That's now a photo. Fitzy, have you seen this one? This is now Joe Jonas walking on the street.
Yeah.
So did you follow him from the restaurant
No, what
out
happened?
to the street?
We didn't have. We ran out of drinks there at the bar, so we went to the bottle shop just around the corner.
Why?
And to get a few more drinks.
For when? The restaurant?
No, we were going back to an apartment. So we'd left lunch and then thought we'll go back to an apartment.
Oh.
So we went to the bottle shop and all of a sudden, Joe Jonas, probably led by his girlfriend, followed me to the bottle shop. So then they're there too. And I didn't realise. And then I went, hey, Tommy, have a look at old sneaky one-eyed Joe. So you can see Joe now running across the road trying to get away from me with his girlfriend.
And you're yelling out, I'm a sucker for
you."
food.
Oh, no, I wasn't yelling at him, sucker for food, well, the schnitzel. But I just couldn't believe I was in the presence of one of Taylor Swift's exes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Sexes.
We got that. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, that's
Really
interesting.
interesting. Are you
That's interesting.
going to tell everyone just quickly what you told me in the office, what the waitress said? That you broke a record? Fitzy, have you heard this?
No.
Have you heard the record that Wippa broke
Did not.
at lunch on Friday?
Was it a 5 kilo steak or something?
What was it? Most Aperol spritzers consumed at a Friday lunch at Toddy's. And that's in Bondi. And I have a feeling there's been a few consumed there.
It's not true.
Joe was desperately trying to order one, but all the Aperol had disappeared.
if you had to explain to an alien who Michael Whipfley is, that setting right there. I think Totty's. What was he wearing? Was it a navy shirt from Ralph Lauren, Tom?
Very white linen shorts and crisp collared loafers.
You look nice,
Going for the
actually.
record of Aperol Spritz whilst chasing down Joe Jonas. Michael Whipfley, right there.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
My wife is a notorious anti-hanger-upper on the phone. Like, just doesn't hang up the phone. At the end of every conversation, Kate, to the point that if I'm at the gym or if I'm walking the dog or something like that and I'll have my AirPods in, I will say to her, okay, now it's time for you to hang up because I can't go to my pocket to hang up the phone.
Oh, does she think it's everybody else's job to do the hanging uppering?
Yes, never does it. She's really selfish in that sense. Never hangs up the phone.
Maybe she loves you. Maybe she just can't bear to feel like she's kind of giving you the big red button.
No
See you
way.
later.
So she had a girls' trip on the weekend down in Melbourne, right? A couple of her best friends that she went to school with, and they go to markets and a few restaurants and cafes, and they have a great time.
Why are you saying
and
it
I
like
get
that?
I get sent photos. Hey, we're at these markets.
Can you not be that guy? Can you not be you
quite
reminding
accurate.
me of someone?
What, every
but
guy on the planet?
No, I'm not going to say who, but you are reminding me of the people who just think that when girls have a time out,
Hey, sisters.
it's so sad.
Let's rag on our husbands.
No, well, Kate, okay, this story continues because these are the conversations that you ladies are having when you're going away on girls'
Oh, is
weekends.
it? Okay, you tell us what we're talking about.
So yesterday, she went away for a few days. Yesterday, she's on the way to the airport in Melbourne with her friends in the car, right? And I'm mowing the lawn out in the backyard. So I see it on my watch. My watch pops up and it's BJ. So I turn the lawnmower off and I take the call on my iWatch, right? So then I go in and just see what the kids are doing. She's going, oh, how's everything? I'm on the way to the airport. I'm going to be landing at 6 o'clock. Having a conversation. I said, sweet honey, looking forward to seeing you. We really missed you, blah, blah, blah. Then notorious, doesn't hang up. And then I just leave it on my watch as I'm walking into the house and I can hear everything that she's saying in the Uber
This
with
is
the
making
girls.
me
Oh,
nervous
Carl
now.
Stefanovic's given us a call.
And I hear this, there's a pause, and then I hear this, oh, I can't believe he survived. Would have thought that I would have got multiple emergency calls by now, but apparently the kids are doing okay.
I love it.
And then I hear the girls laughing in the background. And then, how's this, Kate? She goes to her phone and she can check a camera that we've got in the backyard. She's with the girls and I hear them laughing. And then she goes, oh, look, the kids are playing. The kids are playing cricket just outside the door there. He's not even doing anything. And I'm like...
So he said he was mowing the lawn,
This
but
is good gear.
another likely story.
This is really good gear.
I love it.
And then I've done the whole... You know what I've done?
Yeah.
Have a great flight, honey. Hung up.
And did she try and call you?
No,
Did she have a flight home?
She didn't call me. I mean, when she got home, there was an embrace, and
Did
I
she
said,
realise?
No. She had a bit of a laugh about it afterwards. She said, there was no malice in it. We were just having a bit of a joke. It's the girls. And that's why I talk like that, Kate, because the girls, we're having a laugh.
Were you actually offended? Was there a little part of you that was like, oh,
It was a little bit, you know.
Yeah, don't pay me out to the girls behind my back.
Oh, I would love
I'm so
to
sick
hear.
of women doing that. It happened to me, Fitz, when Lisa and I first got together, and she thought she'd hung up the phone. I could hear her talking to her best friend Kelly, and she's going, "Oh yeah, but he's such a good kisser, and he's so beautiful."
Oh God, you're an idiot.
wow.
No, can you not say
Oh,
that?
my
Because
gosh.
nothing more exciting is there than having somebody accidentally leave a message on your phone and knowing you've got 2
3
minutes.
It is the
like
best.
It is. I'm so enthralled.
I don't wanna
It's
hear
like
it.
edge of
Yes.
your seat. Anything like
Yeah.
it trumps every great thriller. Denzel Washington. See you later.
Equalizer
Kate,
4
you know
with
what you
Kate
do?
Ritchie in the voicemail.
And then everyone that's in the room, you go to everyone, shut up!
Because you can't. I know, because you can't quite hear, and there's a rustle, and it might be in the pocket, and then you can just tip into a conversation and you're praying for something really bad.
What did you hear after you thought that they'd hung up? Did they stay on the line? Did they go to another conversation? Was it somebody at work? What did you find out?
Sarah's in Padstow. What did you hear, Sarah?
Well, it wasn't what we heard. We actually did it to somebody else, and we were having a massive bitch sesh about someone saying, like, how crazy they were and they need to go into mental ward and how do they live with themselves, and it left them a really nice long message and it caused a lot of problems.
Yeah, where do you go from there? Did they call you back and say, hey, did you realise the call was still on?
Yeah, they called back and then they were sending all these, like, cryptic messages, like songs, like diss tracks, and it was crazy.
See, this is the worst thing about a voice message as well, is you got evidence forever. Because you know what, when BJ was actually, when she didn't hang up and I was listening to this, I was having a bit of a chuckle, but I went to my phone and I was trying to record it, Tommy, so we could play it back. But because you're on the call, you can't record.
Of course.
You know,
which I
the
think
old
is
commercial
good.
radio kicked in. I thought I need this for on air, but then you can't record while you're still on the phone.
No, that is hard. Chira, hello.
Good morning, everyone.
Chira, what did you hear before they hung up?
So I work in car sales, and I was trying to get a customer in for a test drive.
Yep.
And then, he didn't want to because, the time constraints. And then I thought I hung up the phone, and I could hear on the other end of the line, who is that? And he responds to his wife, some car sales guy with a really strange name and a really funny accent. And all of a sudden I hear this, get off the microwave!
You heard what? Sorry, we lost half of that with your...
Miranda, get the cat off the microwave.
Get the cat off the
Chira.
Oh, my God. Did he buy the car in the end, mate?
Good call.
No, unfortunately not, no.
No, but they ate the cat.
Kate in Borkham Hills, what did you hear before they hung up, Kate?
So, same as Sarah, I was actually the giver of the bad voicemail to a client that I had inherited from my boss while I was whinging about said boss to my mum. And I have a very different personality at home than I do to my clients at work. So there was a few see you next Tuesdays in this voicemail to this client who was very senior and also very good friends with my boss. So I didn't just get a call back from this guy saying, I got a really colourful voicemail back. But then my boss also called me about half an hour later. So I'm playing this game of, what did you hear? What did this guy tell you? Trying to save face. It was awful.
Oh, did you keep your job?
I did. I still have my job. Love my job. But he mustn't have said anything
Do you
too
think
bad.
it can pass for when you go, ha, got you?
No.
Yeah,
Do you reckon
it
it can
was.
pass as a joke?
The stuff was very specific that I was whinging to my mum about.
Right.
But
Okay.
I feel like this guy now has something over me. So whenever he calls me, I'm extra nice.
This time tomorrow, Tommy, when did you send the email to the wrong person?
Oh, that's always
a good one. Always.
We're so lucky here as well, and I'm so blessed that we're on a show that we just do not talk badly of anyone
No,
during songs.
so true. I would never say a bad word. Never. Not out of these
Well,
lips.
I don't.
As soon as you leave the studio, mate, we praise you the whole time.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Yeah, she played a gig over the weekend, Rihanna. Now everyone's thinking, what is this, a private gig? Is this her new music? What's happening? Is it to the record company? No, it's for a billionaire's son's wedding over in India, Kate. So,
What did they pay?
Anant Ambani is his name, the youngest son of Indian billionaire industrialist Mukesh Ambani. They forked out $7 million for Rihanna to play. Now, to put that into perspective, or into
Perspective.
perspective, get this right, Fitzy.
Be more specific.
Be
I was
more
actually
specific
thinking of
about the
specific.
perspective.
To put it into perspective, Beyonce got $8 million for doing 2 Coachellas. So you do Coachella over 2 weekends. So she got $4 million each weekend. Rihanna got paid $7 million for doing 1 wedding. But she did have there was 19 songs in her set. She went all out. So this is the only audio I have. She finished with Diamonds. So, Jess, if you've got Diamonds there,
I love
this she finished.
Written by Sia.
she'd have to do that for 7 mil, wouldn't she? So she was basically, if you're saying she did 19 songs, she is the wedding singer. It wasn't just a guest appearance.
Listen to
I know, and
fireworks.
there's fireworks as well. They've probably forked out a few more mil for those.
Imagine sitting down and going, Daddy, I'm going to have a party. Okay, well, who would you like? I want Rihanna.
I want Rihanna.
Get Rihanna now. I want 19 of her best.
That was the son. The daughter, Isha, she got married in 2018. She had Beyonce.
No.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, the daughter had Beyonce in 2018.
Well, how do you beat Beyonce? Imagine the battle of the receptions.
Yeah. Do you know what? There's an Indian singer, Kate, which is disappointing because he would have been an option. His name's Rahat, and he looks a lot like me.
Oh, yeah,
he's
Tommy,
a very good Rahat.
Tommy, can you get Rahat up and show Kate? It's unbelievable.
How did you discover Rahat?
There was a poster in Sydney. He came to Sydney years ago, Kate, and it was one of the best things Tommy and I ever saw in our lives.
Yeah, it's amazing.
What does he do? He's a singer as well.
He was a Pakistan Whitfley. It was unbelievable. Was he from Pakistan? Yeah, he was.
I think we were saying Rahat, but I think it's actually Rahit, guys.
Rahit Mahat.
And he had many hits back then.
Didn't he?
So her set list was consideration. Better have my money. Yes, please.
Yo.
Yes. Wild Thoughts, Pour It Up, Pose, Birthday Cake, Man Down, Rude Boy would have gone off.
Yep.
Work. Needed Me, Where Have You Been? And then have a listen to this just to bring it home. Umbrella, Stay, All of the Lights, Run This Town, Desperado, Woo and Diamonds.
I love Stay.
I was going to...
Can we play that today, Tommy?
I love that song.
I know it's a bit slower, but I'd love to play it today.
We just played a Rihanna song, mate. Sorry.
No, I want to play...
It can be a bit down.
No, I love it. You know what, Tommy?
Yeah.
Remember a while ago, I don't know if you guys know.
Remember?
I climbed the Sydney Harbour Bridge with a good friend of mine, Nicole Scherzinger. And she performs in India.
She won't remember that. It's not much of a life you're living.
Yeah, unfortunately, you had your chance. We said, what Rihanna song do you want to play? And you went with Coldplay.
Anyway, Nicole Scherzinger said the amount of invitations she gets to perform in India because she had that song...
a Pussycat Doll?
Yeah, Pussycat Doll song. And she makes a fortune.
It nearly came out of me.
What were you going to say? No, not that one.
That's my least favourite
do the Bollywood one.
of the Pussycat Dolls. There's like
Nicole Scherzinger.
Oh my goodness. Tommy is showing me a photo of Rahit.
Yeah, we should put that on our socials, guys, because that's the real...
That's Wippa.
But that guy's got a better haircut than Wippa.
Yeah,
he does.
He's bigger than me, isn't he? Like, he's a bit fatter than me.
Yeah, physically and bigger on the charts.
But unfortunately, Rahat has been cancelled lately, guys.
What's Rahat done?
Because, and almost...
didn't get it out, did he?
In tribute to Michael Whippley over here, he assaulted his staff servant with his slipper.
Cancelled.
So
That is so Whippley.
Oh, Rahat with the slipper. Guilty.
Maybe we should get some money together. Throw a bit of money into the Rahat if you can.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let me sing that song.
Very simple, guys. I give you one word, you got to put it into a song. Feel free to play along, guys, as we stream live on the Fitzy and Wippa Facebook page.
Really?
I wouldn't have a clue. To be honest, I just said that. I would not have a clue.
It's like, why didn't we know this?
What time are we on? Because Kate was picking her nose.
I never pick my nose.
Knuckle deep sort of
ferociously.
At this stage on the Facebook page, there's Wippa in some leather, in a leather lederhausen.
Oh my God, please go and have a look at that because I don't think I'd ever seen that photo. That was long before my time.
Musician from Pakistan. Rahat is his name and he looks exactly like Whip.
I think you're talking about the Leather Brothers image, which was generously
Rahat's up on our socials too this morning.
Okay, so live on Instagram,
Yeah,
guys.
this game is live on Instagram.
Oh, that's you, Tommy.
Yeah.
I can see you.
Yeah, right.
And I can see you on your phone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, make sure you comment.
All right,
get
let's
involved.
do it.
One of the fun games to play when we're live is where are you listening from?
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's great fun. Okay, guys, first word, can't go out round one, is party.
Let's get it started.
Party in the USA? Miley?
What's the Pink song with Party in it?
Yeah, Party Started.
Yeah. I was singing a different song,
Yes,
though.
I know.
How can you do that? That's a skill, thinking one song but singing another.
And not being the song you wanted, yeah. Tom, are you
I
with
want
us?
to rock all night, party every day. Was that Kiss?
Party every day. Ah. Yes, Tom, correct. You are through to the next round. Well done, everybody.
Can you not sing
I feel great.
everybody's response?
Yeah.
Tom, where are people listening from?
A lot of people are listening from home.
Wow, that is how good is technology?
I wish I was
No,
home.
what?
That's crazy.
Okay, and Kate has said this word a few times. The word for this round is sorry.
Too late to say I'm sorry.
Well,
Sorry.
didn't Leona Lewis have a song called Sorry? Leo's sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
What
After
song's
she
yours,
released
Kate?
the first one.
Sorry, I miss you.
Yeah, no, not Justin Bieber. The Too Late to Say, the guy that does all that starts with a T.
Sorry.
Teddy T.
Okay, whatever that song is. Who sings that song? Is it?
Too late to say I'm sorry. It's too late. You know
Too
the
late.
guy.
It's too late.
One Republic.
Yeah, well done.
Oh, Ryan Tedder.
Sure.
I got there. I knew it was a
That's
T.
too late to apologise.
Too late to.
Okay, so does that mean Kate
It's
is...
the same.
Kate's
Because
out.
I would say. Oh,
It doesn't
come
matter what
on,
you
let
would
me
say, it needs to be in the song.
Let me through.
Oh, if it'd been a kinder morning, Kate, but I'm so sorry.
You know why I was getting confused with Ryan Tedder because we're chatting to Teddy Swims after 8:30.
I'm trying to help you out.
Look at me.
Is it too late now to say sorry?
Is it
I was trying to help
too
you.
late to say sorry?
Yes, it is. You're out.
It's too late.
To apologise.
Tom, where were you? What were you on?
Sorry seems to be the hardest word, Elton John.
Oh, my God. I've
Tommy,
cried to that.
That's what I did as well with Leona Lewis. She did a version.
Oh, did she really?
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I'll
No,
You
accept
can't.
both
No, you.
versions.
Oh, and I'm not allowed.
I'm so
through.
sorry you're out.
Ouch.
Mum and Dad are fighting.
Watch the tension on our Instagram page right now, guys.
The word is, for Tom and Ryan, the word is feeling.
I got a feeling.
Oh, good one. Feeling good, Michael Bublé and numerous other artists.
As I'm feeling good.
Great song.
Take off your clothes.
This is how I walk into the studio every morning.
All right, here we go. The word is, well, Fitzy.
And then you guys rock up and I feel crap.
Big shout out to friend of the show, Colin Fasnich, watching
Faz.
now on our Instagram.
Is he
Live.
really? Hi, Colin.
Is he cooking
He's,
at the moment?
I'm not quite sure. I haven't asked him. I'm playing a
He's
game.
in Ireland.
That's a
I think
great
he's
porn.
from
No,
Ireland.
he's at home. What would he be having for breakfast? Like baked beans or something on a stovetop?
Big gourmet brekkie.
Leftovers. It'll be P&M soup from last night.
I'd
Does
say
a
so.
great P&M soup.
So do I.
Pea and ham. Okay, the word is walking.
Walking.
Go on.
I'm walking. And I walking 500 miles. No, walking out that door is in the,
Yep.
Walking,
See me
proclaimers.
walking out the
Yeah,
door.
we'll
Yep.
take that. Walking on a Dream.
Walking on a dream.
Yeah, by
What about these
Katie, if you
boots are
were-
made?
if you were
These boots
playing-
are made for walking.
I mean, it's great.
That's just what they'll do.
Can you not sing all the songs after?
One of these days, these boots are gonna.
Oh, I'm walking away from the troubles. I'm running.
Heart so sad.
Don't write that song. Here we go.
David Craig.
Here we go. Tom, Ryan James. The word is found.
Still haven't found what I'm looking for.
I reckon Ryan was on that first.
We found love, Rihanna.
We found love in a...
Okay, next one. Let's go.
Okay. Word is die.
Die. And I die in your arms tonight. It must have been something I said.
That's died.
Oh, come on. That has to
Tom,
be
what do you
there.
got?
Foreigner.
That was a funny little face you pulled.
Was it Live and Let Die?
Tom,
there you go.
Tom had it.
No, I had Brian Adams. I Would Die for You.
Oh, that song's amazing.
For you.
I would die for you.
For you. Okay. Tom and Ryan James. The word is boo.
Boo? My boo?
Oh, yeah.
Boo?
Boo.
Tom, you're letting him get it.
Tom Boo.
Tom, you jump in.
Oh, little boo fan.
I think you did have Boo, didn't you, Fitz? What was that one you mentioned?
My boo.
Yeah. What's that
My
from?
boo.
Me and my boo.
I'm gonna
Kelly
give you that,
Rowland
Mum.
probably.
Okay, here we go. The word is style.
Taylor Swift.
Bang.
Style. There has to be a style in Vogue by Madonna, doesn't there?
I don't believe there is.
How does that
Style.
Go out of style.
go? Oh, you never. Oh.
Well, you've gone out of style.
I'm out.
Or on style.
I'm out.
Right, James God, Thomas Friday.
What a song.
Yeah.
Oh.
Happy birthday, Tommy. Happy 40th. Your last week. You're done next Friday.
Yep.
Did I give you another week?
Yeah, it got extended.
Well
Unfortunately.
done. Well done for playing along.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Fitz, someone exciting on the line.
I think we've got a world record holder on the line at the moment. I am going to get the person that currently holds a world record. So we're talking about a running race here.
Yeah.
I'm going to get her to explain it a little bit more. Have a listen to this.
My name is Helena Kerr. I am 6 years old and my birthday is July the 11th, 2017. Today is the 24th of February, 2024. I will be attempting the 6-year-old 300-meter record at ES Love's Athletics Practice.
Oh, how good is that? So she's 6 years of age, ES marks. Why don't we get her on right now? Helena Carey. Oh, my gosh, congratulations.
Helena.
Thank you.
Can you tell everyone what time did you get to be the world record holder for the 300 metres?
57.57.
Oh, my
Wow.
gosh.
Helena, what was the world record?
58.38.
Oh, you've smashed it. You have smashed it, Helena. And how long have you been training for this record-breaking attempt, Helena?
About 5 months.
My
Wow,
gosh.
that's
To
okay.
think, Helena, that you can run 300 metres faster than anybody else on the planet in your age group. Wow.
Helena, can you please tell me that you got your running ability from your mother? Because I know your father and he couldn't run.
Terrible.
He couldn't run 100 metres down the road. So, Helena, is Mum a good runner?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, great.
Oh, that is good news.
Helena, this is unbelievable. Actually, Steph, are you there? Can we get you on the line as well, big fella?
I am, Ryan. We're here, very excited.
Steph, every time something like this happens, all we hear about is Fitzy's long jump record. So another excuse to get it away.
Wippa, I'm not joking. That's how the desire to break the world record started, was because I can't believe I'm about to pump him up. Like, this is going to be one of the lowest moments of my life.
Get it out there.
That under 10s long jump record, national record that he still holds, that would have been a world record for 30 years.
Yep.
But it didn't get properly ratified at the time because it was the 80s.
Yeah.
But that was we've looked into it. That was actually a world record for 30 years until 2017. Ryan James Fitzgerald.
Bang. We'll cut that bit out, Steph.
I think that's probably a good idea.
Well, can we just say goodbye to Helena and say thank you so much for your time and congratulations?
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. What a superstar she is, Helena. What a weapon.
So good, isn't it?
That is great.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
This is a bit of fun, this story.
Isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is. And I'm just going to tell you quickly.
Impossible. Thank you.
Well, I've got 2 minutes. Tommy said you've got 2 minutes. I'm like,
minute
what?
and a half now, mate.
What?
You know when Tom puts his hand around his head and starts going like this, and that big circle that he makes with his finger? That's called wind it up.
We're at 30 seconds now,
Thanks,
guys.
Tom. 1.5, Kate.
There was. Do you know what I was thinking? It was so funny.
Biggest story ever.
Because in the story, there's a reference to Rapunzel, and during that song, Jess was making a joke about your hair being Rapunzel. I'm like, oh my God, that is so bizarre. I'm looking at the page, it's saying Rapunzel. Jess is saying Rapunzel out of her mouth.
1 minute.
That's interesting.
When you did a recap of Taylor Swift's concert the other day, it went for 10.5 minutes.
No, it didn't, mate.
Yes, it did.
Was it on the podcast?
Yeah.
You can cut it down.
Jess,
Anyway, this
never-ending story. Jess, get that ready.
No, okay. This woman, not only is she an academic at Cambridge, she lives in the quarters that are like some part of like some oldie worldy, right? So the walls are really thick, the doors are really wooden, and they're not
Minute
like
45.
No, stop.
Go, let her get it. Go.
If any of you look at the clock, Tom, you're not allowed to look at the clock.
I'll close my eyes.
Come on.
Clock.
Focus.
She got stuck in the toilet.
Did you?
Is that it? Yeah, no, that's not the best bit.
How'd she get out?
Don't you. I've got about 25 seconds to tell you that not only did she get stuck in the toilet because the plumber didn't tell her that the door was broken, she went in, she was stuck in there for 7 hours, and she broke out of the toilet with an eyeliner and a cotton tip.
Oh, MacGyver!
And if we had more time, we'd take calls on where did you get locked?
No, we wouldn't. No,
That
we
is
wouldn't.
Do you know what? You are so rude. People are listening thinking, I just want more of Kate Ritchie's story.
Okay. Kate, that was a great rehearsal. We'll come back and do it live next.
Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.